Hey guys, so I'm back with yet another tutorial. So this time it's like playing around opacity in Silhouette. So here we have Nuke, and I'm just going to take a draw a roto shape. First I will just tell you about the channels. Here we have the red, green, blue and the alpha channels here. Even the shortcuts are there. So I'm just going to do a roto here, and I have drawn a shape here. Okay, I will draw the shape again in the first frame so that I can show you exactly what I am just going to in the 10th frame. I'm just going to animate this shape. Okay, select this shape and I'm moving over here so that an animation is formed. This is just for a demonstrative purpose, not for a method. Okay, so here we have the opacity values here, which determines the value of the visibility of the shape. So here we have set key, and in the 10th frame I have set key as 1, and in the first frame I have set key as 0. So 0 means complete darkness or blackout. So here we have an animation of the opacity, 0 to 1 we can tell like that. And here we can see we have added 2 keyframes and opacity is animating in a linear way. And if I'm setting a keyframe 0 here, so in just one frame, the difference of one frame, we are getting the animation from 1 to 0 and 0 to 1 in a linear way also. So I'm just going to replicate this thing in Silhouette. So here we have Silhouette software. I'm just going to drag the input here and just going to write name of the session. So I'm just writing roto, and here we can choose whatever session we are. So we have selected roto, and here we have the footage. So footage doesn't matter here because I just want to show you there is a way to replicate the same kind of opacity animation in Nuke. We can replicate that in Silhouette too. So here we have a footage, and we have a lot of shapes here. So I'm just going to draw a rough shape around this aeroplane. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to draw a rough shape. So it's not an accurate shape, you have to understand that. So here we have the handles of feather, which is pretty irritating. So I just want to hide that handle. So come back into file, preference, and here we have the shape. Come back into the shape preferences. So here we can uncheck this option and click on apply and OK. So our feather handles has gone. So now it's what we are going to do is we are just same like Nuke, we are just going to animate the blur here, and let's see what is the result. So in the 15th frame I'm just adding a key here. Okay, so let's see how the movement is. Okay, this is pretty much close. I'm not doing roto here, so if there is any corrections, okay, so I'm just going to do basically what we can do is we can throw the shape outside so that it will be not visible. But what is the issue if we do like that? If we check on this motion blur option, and if we check the motion blur option, motion blur settings in the spline, we can see an artifact here. So this is pretty irritating, right? So there is a way if we are going to do an opacity animation, we have to do consecutive frames. We have to do opacity animation without moving the shape. So what I'm just going to do, I have deleted that keyframe, and in the next keyframe I have added opacity 0 and 100. Okay, so now we can see it's perfect, right? There are no artifacts of the motion blur. So this is the option which I was telling. But now what is the thing is if I want, okay, I will just show you another circumstances. Pardon me for this issue. I'm just going to delete this keyframe and not some kind of so here we have 2 keyframes just like Nuke, and here we have 0, and in the first frame I will just give the opacity as 100. Okay, so from 100 it should fade away into 0 in a linear way like it was there in Nuke. Okay, but here we cannot see the gradual linear opacity animation. It's in the 15th frame it's complete blackout, and in 14th frame it's 100. So here we cannot see, like I told, here we cannot see the linear animation of opacity. So here we have an option like graph. Okay, so click on that. Here we have the curve editor kind of node window, and just we can see the graph, and it's falling like from 14th to 15. We can see that steep it's the graph itself suggests what is the value, what the value is doing there. So here we have a lot of like interpolation measures, so we can click on the linear, and now we can see like the correct opacity animation, just same like in Nuke. So this is the thing which I was telling. So if you play out with these other interpolation things like settings, you can achieve some type of results which may be weird for you, but linear will work in most cases. So yeah, so this is the thing which I want to show you mainly. So if you click on the second keyframes, you cannot see anything, like the interpolations are hidden. So for that we have to add a keyframes there, and add opacity keyframe there. Okay, so I'm just going to add here 100 again. So now we have the options visible here. Here we can see any options, like I will give you linear here, and I will give linear here too. So yeah, now we can see the gradual animation of opacity. We can even edit it here, but it's confusing. So I always suggest you not to touch in this graph, like don't edit it here, because it may be confusing. So always play on the properties panel. Just for the visibility of purposes, use a graph. Like here you can add a value, and it's set. So this is the gradual animation of opacity, just same like Nuke. So now what is the now I have to add 0 here again. Okay, so yeah, we can achieve the same result. So one more thing I just want to show here is now I'm just going to draw a rough shape here. Okay, so it's a circle. I'm just going to animate the shape. It's not perfect, I know that. Okay, so I have animated a shape here roughly. Okay, now what is the thing is, like we have we saw the opacity graph. Now if I'm animating a blur, let's see how the graph responds. Okay, so click on this graph option. Here we can see a linear graph, like blur is animating from 0 to or whatever value we are giving. So in blur opacity parameter, blur parameter, we can see a linear graph. Here also we can change the interpolation measures so that it will match our result.